Classic Truck Rescue, little building update. The work begins tomorrow. I've got a guy coming out here to drill all my holes for my posts, and I looked into doing it with my Kubota, and the dealer that I bought it from said that to run an 18-inch auger with that tractor would be pushing it, and if I ran into rock, it might do some damage to it. So I'm just gonna pony up, have a guy come out here, drill all my holes. My buddy Lance came out here last night. It was dark on us. We're getting our stakes out, and after you get your holes all staked out, you want to measure it diagonally from one corner to the opposite corner on all four corners, and you should come up with the same measurement, which we didn't. So like I said, it was dark last night. He had been working all day. I was tired too, and we're gonna make sure this thing's perfectly square before we spend a big chunk of change to have a guy bring some equipment out here and drill all the holes. So that's what I'm going to do right now, but it's not going to take you guys as long to watch as it's going to take me to do. Right, Anna? Are you going to help? We'll get Anna set up with some water in the shade and get to work. I'll be back. Watch how fast this dog runs. Come on, Annabella! Come on! She's so silly. Come on! I gotta get her some water. So, once I got that straight line, 96 feet long, I measured 48 feet over to there, and you can see the post that used to be my corner. It's the wider of the two when things weren't lining up. The post behind it is the one that I just set after I measured from that corner over to this corner and got my 107 foot 4-inch measurement. Then I measured diagonally again from my original stake, diagonally over here to this corner, and put one at 107 feet 4 inches. Now I have to measure from that corner over to this corner and get 96 feet, and from this corner to this corner and get 48 feet, and make sure that I'm still getting 107 feet 4 inches on this side. But I can already see where stakes wouldn't have been in the right spot. So I haven't built a building before, but I know that it's very crucial that you make sure when you drill your holes for your posts that everything be staked out plumb and square, because after that it only makes sense that if you're off on a couple of things or even a couple inches, things aren't going to go good, because I have a pre-measured building kit and all the materials are already cut to the correct sizes. So it's not like I can just make one board a little longer than the next one and one a little shorter. So take some extra time, and I'm going to keep measuring this, and my buddy Lance is coming by, and when he gets here we're going to measure it one more time. But spend a little extra time, because, like, you know, tomorrow I'm paying that guy $600 to drill the holes. You don't want to have him drill them in the wrong spot. And measure twice, build once. Okay, so I've measured everything like 3 or 4 times. So once you get all your corner posts where they need to be, what I did is I just left the metal tape attached to one of my corner posts, running from here down to there, and then I ran a string line back down here, and then go along and put all your stakes in for everywhere you're going to have a post. Mine are spread 12 feet apart on center, so that's why I left the tape hooked up down there. I can just go down my string line and slide my hand along the tape, and every 12 feet put a stake in there, and those will all be good. And then I'm going to use the metal tape and do the same thing going this way, 48 feet. And then I'm going to do the same thing going down to that opposite corner, 96 feet, and then another 48 feet back over to where I started. And then when I'm all done, I'm going to measure everything diagonally again, and then I'm going to measure in between every one of my stakes again. And I'm going to I just can't stress enough how important it is to get these holes in the right spot. An extra hour spent doing this will save you tons of aggravation down the road. So things are going to start moving pretty fast, but I'm going to film every aspect of this just for guys that, like me, that have never put up a building before. You can do it. It's like I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. And like I said, don't do this on a 100-degree day. I had to go put the truck inspector general, Annabella, inside where she could soak up some AC because it is hot out here. This kind of gives you an idea how important it is to get that diagonal measurement between your corner posts, because that was the original corner post for this corner, and that's the accurate one right there. So you can see where I had the stakes there before and the string line here. Now they need to get moved over here. We're spending a little extra time on. Same thing over here. That was the other corner post, and you can see how the stakes are like 2 feet off. And here's the string line with the accurate measurements. So it's all good. All good now. So just for the heck of it, I gave it one final measure, and we've got 48 feet there, 96 feet there, 48 feet from there to there, 96 feet from there to there, and 107 feet 4 inches from there to there diagonally, and 107 feet 4 inches from there to here diagonally, and 12 feet in between every one of my stakes in between. So this layout is perfectly square, and I'm gonna go jump in the river and be ready at 8 a.m. when the guy shows up to drill my holes. We're gonna start moving pretty fast now, folks. Classic truck rescue, bright and early on a Wednesday morning. Post hole digger guy's on his way. Gotta go let him in the gate. Gonna get started on digging the holes for my posts today. So this is Austin.
How's it going? Yeah, I'm Austin. Custom hole drilling. That's what we do. We dig holes. We do some site prep, excavation stuff, and but mostly we come out and punch holes for pole barns, fences, light poles, solar panels, whatever, all that kind of stuff.
Highly recommended. And where are you guys based out of, Austin?
Right here in Molalla.
Molalla, Oregon. We try to keep our business local. Anyways, he brought some nice equipment. We've got everything laid out for him. and he's going to get to punching some holes. Thanks, Austin.
You bet.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, it took Austin about a minute, or about 3 minutes, to change that bucket out and put his drilling attachment on there. Kind of painful to watch him just walk along and rip all those stakes out that it took me 4 hours to put in. But this is the first hole being dug on the property right here. There she goes. First corner post, right there. Oh, Smokey's over there supervising. Good old fire truck. Yeah, I told him to feel free to just dump the dirt to the inside, because I'm gonna have to bring the ground up a little bit on this corner over here anyway, so might as well have it inside. Oh, see, he's hitting a little bit of rock right there. So I don't know if that'd be so easy for my Kubota back there, and I just didn't want to take a chance on destroying it or damaging it. These guys, that's all they do. Custom hole drilling. Do one thing and do it well. Boy, that thing just makes it look so easy. There's a lot of pressure and force being applied right there. Alright, I don't like people. Well, I'm used to you guys watching me work, but some people don't like it when people watch them work, so I just wanted to get that first hole. It's kind of a big day for me out here and getting started on the building, and we'll come back when he's got some more work done. Gonna be doing a little tune-up work on the old Bullfrog dump truck. He's going back to work out here. Got to build that ground up on the low spots, and I want to be doing some exhaust work, tuning it up, and adjusting the brakes, get it all ready to go. Yeah, it gave Austin a little more room to work over there. Another corner hole. Another one of my corner posts going right there. And what I like about where the building is laid out right now is I really like that cherry tree. And we're going to have plenty of clearance between the building and it. And I'll probably take that one big limb right there off. But the rest of it can stay. We'll have a nice shade tree next to the building. And no, I don't need a bunch of million comments about how that's going to cause me problems down the road. It's staying. I'm old enough that it's not going to cause me any grief in my life, and this is my shop, so that's that. Oh, Austin's doing a pretty good job out here. Been out here a couple hours now, and he's about, I don't know, he's over halfway done. It's doing another corner post right now. This part of the building is lower, the ground is lower here than it is up there where the other corner is. So he's not drilling holes quite as deep where it's lower, because I'm going to be actually building the ground up about a foot over here, at least a foot. And I almost hated to do it, but I asked when he got done, he'd drill me one extra hole. And I'm gonna have him drill a hole on that hill right there, just this side of that dirt pile. And then I'm gonna go out back in our forest and get about a 30-foot tall, really straight tree and take all the limbs off it and stuff it in that hole. And we're gonna put a big old American flag on that and light it up. Because we like flying the flag out here at the Classic Truck Ranch. 24/7. Got to get these posts in quick though, and there is a good deal of rock that he's running into in some of these holes. And this is what I tried to explain this to people when I put the power in. There's our transformer right there, and I had to dig a 3-foot deep trench all the way from this wood post right here is where I stubbed off the conduit for the power that goes from the transformer over here, and then it's going to go over to that corner of the shop. But when I was digging this ditch right here, from here you can kind of see where I went down to the road where the main driveway is going to go down there, and that's already built up and got a conduit and everything, and I've got power stubbed off in a couple of spots for lights or the barn for the cows or whatever. And but when I was digging this ditch, I ran into a lot of rock, and it was hard going. But also, so it's rock and sand, and the problem is that the outside edges cave in. So I got to be mindful of that with these freshly dug holes over here, because I don't want a bunch of rock falling in there, and which means we're gonna get some gravel here muy pronto, and we're gonna get a friend of mine's hooking me up with a couple pieces of equipment that I'm gonna get running and keep out here and may use to help him do some jobs he needs done. But Friday we're gonna go look at a couple pieces of equipment that are gonna help us with setting the poles. One of them's got a bucket on it. They both got cranes, and I think that'll be very handy putting up the trusses and doing all the roofing and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll be back. Annabella's been going crazy inside the trailer because she can hear a piece of equipment working out there, and she doesn't like anyone being out at the Classic Truck Ranch without her seeing who it is. So I thought I'd take her out there since she's got all strapped in now, and let her see Austin when he finishes up. think he's almost done, actually. He's still got to do the flagpole hole, but I think he's getting there. So Austin's all finished with the holes. Did a good job. And I asked him, since while he was out here, if he could dig me one more hole. And we're gonna put one right over there by that dirt pile. And then I'm gonna go cut down a tree to stick in there, and that's gonna be my flagpole. How often would you say you drive by here, Austin?
Oh man.
We're actually kind of neighbors.
Yeah, we are. We're like, as the crow flies, maybe a mile
Yeah.
from each other. Really.
Out here in Malala, everyone's your neighbor that lives within about a 5-mile radius of you. It's not like in the city. But
I don't come down Maxford and go too often.
yeah.
But,
Well, when you do, some cold, dark night and you see Old Glory up there all lit up, you can say it all started with a hole. Right on. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get this flagpole done over here. Always wanted a flagpole in the middle of a pasture with a Big, huge American flag on it. I do love America. I do. I love God, and I love America. And I love Malala, too. It's pretty cool out here. Jamie and I love it. When I first moved here from the city, I was a little concerned. I thought I was going to get bored. Who's got time to get bored out here? There's plenty to do. Keeps you out of trouble, too. And trust me, all that keeping out of trouble stuff's good for me. Should have done this 30 years ago. Perfect! There's one for the country. Now you be nice, Mr. Flagpole Hole. Don't be causing Austin any grief. There it goes. You know what? I'll be quick about putting a post in there too. Before I put my post up, I'm going to put a pulley on the top and a rope, and I'll have all that set up where I don't have to climb up it to raise Old Glory. And got power right over there, so I can mount a light right to that post and point it at the flag. Keep it lit up at night. Oh. That's what was hanging up. He's pretty good with that thing. I was looking down the holes. They're all straight. Really straight. You know, when I'm old codger, it's going to be kind of cool to look back on this stuff and be standing here with the building done and the flag blowing in the wind and remember when we were digging this hole. Younger generation out here in the Malala area seems to be they have a good work ethic, I'm thinking. Most of them. Of course, I only meet the ones that are working. He's been out here, that's his 25th hole, I believe. He did 24 holes. So I'm not going to be that guy that tells him when he's finished with the last one. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, in retrospect, I'd say I'm actually glad that I didn't put a drill bit that big on the back of Yunkin, my new Kubota, because he's running into some pretty good sized chunks of rock there, and stumps and roots, and I think I'd have been taxing my new tractor a bit much. Well, I've definitely got some building up on to do on that ground. Looks good, buddy.
Should be about 4 feet more.
Yeah. Do you know how many horsepower your tractor's got there? Yeah?
I did know, but I don't know anymore.
I bet it's got quite a bit.
Yeah, it's got pretty high flow hydraulics, so I'm gonna say it should be like 50, 60.
Yeah. See, I think mine was just pushing 30, and they said that this size of a bit, I do have a post hole digger for it, but they said that might be pushing it a bit, and I didn't. It's only 3 months old. I didn't want to damage it, you know.
You mean so many times I'm going in and out?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'd have been here for a weekend.
Oh man, if you could do it.
All day and night. Yeah, if I could do it.
You're miserable.
Better to just let the professionals do some things, right?
There you almost 5 foot right there.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's good.
That's a good flagpole hole.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make sure Jet doesn't come out here.
Ooh.
The horse.
Yeah, horse is gonna bust a leg.
I'll put some stuff over it, and I'll get that rope up around the other ones, and yeah, he's got to be silly to fall in there. But yeah, it looks good.
Cool.
Excellent job.
Cool. I'll just write up an invoice, and if you don't mind, maybe I can stick around for a few extra minutes and grease the machine before I load up.
Not a problem.
I'll be ready for the next
Not
one.
a problem. Yeah, write your invoice up.
Okay.
Take care of your equipment. Classic Truck Rescue. Austin from
Custom hole drilling.
Custom Hole Drilling, Malala, Oregon.
Licensed in Oregon and Washington.
Licensed in Oregon and Washington. And they show up on time and they get the job done. Have nice equipment. Nice, friendly, knowledgeable staff. Yep, he's all finished up. Gonna take his attachments off and then do some maintenance, lubrication on his tractor. I like the way they got this set up. They've got different size sleeves, steel sleeves, welded right to the bed of the truck that they just drop. They pick the appropriate bit that they're going to need for each job out of it, and then just drop them back down in there, and man, easy peasy. That's the way to go. Yeah, that is a slick setup, Austin. Yeah. And then they've got a separate sleeve that they put their hydraulic unit, I guess you'd call that a drill, down in. Boy, I bet that's a spendy item right there too. That drill head. That is pretty slick. Just hop over there and disconnect his hydraulic lines. Yeah, I noticed that I went to pick up my hammer earlier without a glove on and almost scalded my hand. Gotta watch the cameras too, they get hot.
I gotta disconnect my the wire from my computer. I got a readout inside that tells me if it's plumbed.
Oh, that's got a computer like guidance system, huh?
It tells me where the auger's out of the plumb. That way I can be right on.
I noticed all those holes are dead on straight. Doesn't bother me a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually pretty responsible of me. Took time to lube his whole machine up before he loaded it. Really impressed with the job this guy did. And their equipment's in nice shape. Very professional, these people. Custom Hole Drilling Incorporated, Molalla, Oregon. Licensed in Oregon and Washington, right, Austin?
Yep.
Can I get a, can you say Classic Truck Rescue, peace out?
Classic Truck Rescue, peace out.
Thank you, buddy. Nice young man right there. Awesome. Good company. Good equipment. Got the job done. Did it right. Glad that gate opens farther than it used to. Classic Truck Rescue. That's my buddy Steve down there. I thought I was done for the day, but Steve's got him a new truck, dump truck. A lot of my viewers know Steve. He helps me go on some truck rescues. He likes to drive the big stuff. And Annabella just loves her Uncle Steve. Wait till she sees him behind the wheel. Anyway, he's got a big truck. His will haul about 4 times what mine will haul. And I really want to get my posts in quick. So we gave my buddy Steve a call. Told him, bring us some rock. Big Steve got him a new truck. Man, that's a big one too. Steve upgraded. Look at that wagger going. She knows Steve. Look at that wagger going. Your little niece knows it's you. I gotta take the rope down. I gotta give you this dog. Yeah, Annabella wasn't gonna have no part of not being in that truck with her Uncle Steve. She loves that, man. Anyway, I gotta get one of these ropes down real quick so we can keep Steve rolling. Right in between the holes, perfect. That's good right there, Steve. Boy, that is a big dump truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 axles. Yeah, that's a lot more rock than my little old bullfrog dump truck's gonna haul. That should get my posts in though. Oh heck yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that's gonna help tremendously. Thank you, Lord. We are thankful for everything we get out here. That's a lot more than my truck would haul. What a beast! Hey, Steve, I pity the fool that pulls out in front of you while you're driving this one.
They do it still, man. An old lady do it
Really?
this morning.
Wow.
Scared the hell out of her. This air horn's really loud.
All right, let me get you paid and back on the road, buddy.
All right.
Boy, it has been a busy day out here. Hi, Annabella. Out on the Classic Truck Ranch. And I'll tell you what, it is good to see my buddy Steve back on the road, doing what he does. Real good man right there. Yeah, it helps having that thing open up a little more than it used to. Steve might be going with us end of August down to Shasta to get Slinky, my 1950 something Seagraves tiller ladder truck. Just a good guy right there. Good old boy. Alright, that's enough work for today. Classic Truck Rescue. That's enough work for today. Classic Truck Rescue. Peace out. I kind of like the new gate. I'm going to put some fencing on the back of it, wire fencing. Made it all out over barnwood though. See ya. It was entirely too hot out there today, so I'm going to show you guys the new road. Jamie got, Anna got hot too. She was working today, and Jamie just got home when I was finishing up. So we're all going to go down to the river, and I'm going to show you my new road down there, and the little campground, and our little beach and swimming hole. I'm going to speed you guys up for a minute. Enjoy the music. One of your buddies? Stop it! Leave the deer alone! Our little tent for when we want to go camping. There's Jamie. Hi, honey.
Hey, I saw 2 boy deers.
Yeah, we saw one on the way in. Did you hear Anna going off?
Yeah, I heard her. One of them's antlers just broke off.
Oh, poor guy. She might want to come to you when I let her off.
Alright.
You want to go see Mama?
Annabella! Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on, Annabella.
There she goes.
Annabella, come on. Come on, Anna. Come on. Come on, Annabella. Come on.
You want Daddy to go? You want your daddy to go with you? All right, let's go. Let's go get Mama. Let's go. So this is our little spot. We worked really hard to get a road down here and a way to get, this is the actual river. A lot of people who have watched our videos have seen the stream, but not much of the river. And it's what's kind of cool is it's really shallow, like on this end. And you can walk in there and it's ankle deep all the way to across. Wow. Got to keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her, honey. She just jumped into the water right there and had to find her own way out. Wow. We keep an eye on her. All right, I'm going to put the camera down and get out there. And Jamie likes that spot because warm water comes up right there. But anyway, classic truck race. Honey, can we get a peace out? I'm ending this video.
Peace out. They got stripes on them.
What, the fish?
Tiger stripes. They're about this big.
Oh, all right. Maybe we should go get the poles. Peace out.